Samuel's dying over here. He's trying not to breathe so that I can get silence at the top. Thank you for your sacrifice, Samuel.
Why is it taking you so long?
Because you kept making sounds, trying really hard not to make sounds. Oh my god. Okay, well, hello and welcome to Recluse Horror. This is a daily horror movie review podcast. This is the 59th episode. Missed my opportunity to say that where it goes. So just a little background on the project. Back on my birthday in April, I decided I wanted to watch and review a horror movie every single day. I have done so for the past 326 days, although only the last 59 have been podcasts. Before that, it was text reviews. So each episode, we usually talk about 2 movies, one of which I've reviewed previously in text, in which I just go over whatever impressions that I have left aided by the text reviews, and the other of which I watched that very night. Today, again, we're going to do just the watch that very night, because I'm tired as shit, and it's late again that we're getting to this, so yeah. So the movie that we watched is called 2 a.m., The Smiling Man from 2013. This is by Michael Evans, who is the same person. Sam didn't see this one, but it's the... Oh, yeah. By the way, Sam is here. Did you notice?
Hello, everybody.
So, yeah. What was I saying before I got sidetracked by Sam?
We watched a movie.
Oh, yes.
And now we're going to talk about it.
This comes from Michael Evans. It's also on his Michael Evans YouTube channel. But he's the same one who did The Landscape, which Sam didn't see, but I reviewed previously on one of the days that he wasn't here. So, Sam, what did you think of 2 a.m., The Smiling Man?
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I didn't think it was too bad. I think I wanted more out of the story, but under the circumstances that I'm going to explain in a moment, it actually, makes sense that this is the piece that you get. So this is actually based on there's a Reddit, a subgroup called R Let's Not Meet, where you're supposed to tell creepy stories, I guess, but they have to be 100% true. And this is based on that whole concept. It's from a person, I believe they said the person's name, his name is Blue Title, or that's what his Reddit, username, handle, what do they call him, is. So this is just based on that. It's basically a guy is walking home alone at night, and he sees, or walking somewhere, they don't actually say, and sees some smiling man, and that's the movie. So
Spoiler much.
There's a smiling man in this movie, right?
Called The Smiling Man.
Yeah. So yeah, what did you think about it more deeply? What did you like, what didn't you like?
Well, it's only 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So you can only expect so much out of 4 minutes.
Right.
I thought it was shot really well.
Mhm.
I thought
lighting was good.
I thought the way it was lit and shot was really effective for what they were doing. It's like I said, it's 4 minutes. It's super short. But yeah, it's a good 4 minute short. There's some specific shots that were really good. Mm-hmm. The location looks like it's in Nevada.
Yeah.
A very specific part of Nevada and stuff like that.
Yeah, which is really interesting.
Yeah, it filmed it well too.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's hard to say. It's hard to be too specific since it's so short.
Yeah, and there's really not much to talk about because everything in this one, again, is a spoiler. If you've read that subreddit, then you pretty much know what you're getting into. Like I said, it has to be based on a true story. So the I read through some of that subreddit. I'll probably actually go back and read that again. That actually sounds like an interesting section too. Let's Not Meet section where you tell real creepy stories.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to avoid Reddit at all costs because I'll just get sucked into it and never come back. Yeah. What did you think about the performances?
They were good. Nothing too special.
Mm-hmm.
The Smiling Man was good. It was weird.
Uh-huh.
How much of this can I talk about?
How much do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the fact that the Smiling Man like looks like, say you have a friend and like you or they make like a stupid face.
Oh my
and
goodness.
then it like scares them kind of or for some reason.
Yeah.
And they don't stop doing it, and that scares them, and
it just keeps being scared, and they're just like,
yeah,
don't know what to do.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's all.
I would agree with that. That is kind of the sort of look that they end up with. I think it is pretty interesting. I think it's effective on that level too. Like you kind of yeah, you kind of do get that. You see somebody's face and this weird, creepy smile, and especially it has more impact, I think, when you know that person, because it's like an unusual face. You've seen their face for hours and hours and hours of your life, and then all of a sudden they make this weird face, and it's like, no, do not like. Yeah, I don't really know what else there is to talk about with this one. I mean, so much of it, you can't talk about anything that happens.
And so much of it is already talked about in the title itself. Like there's not
much more that we can reveal about
the lighting was good, the pacing was good, the music was good. I thought it was used well.
It was shot well.
Yeah, it was shot well. It's just a pretty good low budget short. Yeah, there's not a ton.
Yeah.
But all I was saying about the smile is just kind of dumb in that way too.
Yeah, it is.
They're just like you just kind of like roll your eyes at it. Even when you see something like that happen to somebody, like
but it gets creepy. Like, but it's one of those things where like it gets creepier the longer it goes on, though, because it's like, how can you maintain this for that long? It's like, it's one thing if somebody pops a weird face.
I get the idea. I don't know how much I agree with it. Is all.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked this one quite a bit. I would say that I liked this one more than Landscape. There were definitely the Landscape. There were definitely some, sort of, some areas I feel like it could improve. It could have been improved. But a lot of it is based on like, I'm much more accepting of the way that this movie, plays out, considering that it's based on a real story, and basically this
is the visual version of that.
Yeah, it's they have no more details than the people who wrote the story, the person who wrote the story.
So they only put in what
happened. What happened, and this is sort of a retelling of that. There are differences from what I understand. I did briefly find an article talking about that, and there are some differences. Don't read the article, by the way, if you come across that until you watch it, because there are spoilers in there that are things that I wouldn't want spoiled for me personally. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was good. I think it's definitely better than The Landscape was, which I had done before. The Landscape had, I feel like, at least I never found any information about that being, based on anything except for, well, I don't want to give away stuff about that movie either, but that wasn't based on anything, so there was no excuse for some of the ambiguity. There was no easy out on some of the ambiguity. I don't mean to say that it needs a fake excuse. It is what it is, but I did find myself wanting more information than they gave me in that one. And at the end of this one, I kind of felt the same way, but I had this feeling that this was based on something. And did you get that sense watching it? I felt
that way, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just so specific.
It was very specific, and just the way it plays out feels very much just very much like something that you would find in a story like that. Like, so no shit, I was walking down the street,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just something that you've done anybody's done a bunch of times,
Right, like, yeah. Seen some weird ass shit when you go out, some person being totally weird, or, any one of any number of circumstances. Like, everybody has that story, whether they remember remember it or not, like, there's a story out there. Like the time when me and my friend were sitting at a bus stop once, like in the bad part of the town that we were living at the time, and we saw a woman with no shoes on in a bridesmaid dress, a bride wedding dress. That's what I'm trying to think of. A bride dress. A wedding dress, just fucking sprinting down the street with no shoes. No, I don't know whether anybody was chasing her. I don't know if she was running away from her wedding. No shoes, wedding dress.
Yeah, just out of context, it could have been anything.
It could have been anything.
Yeah,
2 a.m, I think, waiting at a bus stop.
I have several stories very similar.
Oh my gosh, tell the one.
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to tell the one?
We're short on time tonight.
No, come on, just tell the one. It's such a good story. Okay, you got to tell it another time. Okay, so then, now I know that you did your homework because you're a good boy. So what are your top 3 rom-coms?
Oh, I didn't even think about it.
I know you didn't. I meant to remind you
before. As soon as we stopped talking, as soon as the podcast was over, I totally just shit that out of my brain. It's just gone.
It's just gone. Come on, come up with something on the fly then.
The Fly.
Not a rom-com.
Return of the Fly.
Not a rom-com.
And the remake of The Fly, which is a rom-com. Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis.
Gina Davis are in it, yeah.
They're rom-commy as hell.
That one is a little bit more rom-commy.
Fucking Cronenberg.
Fucking Cronenberg. All right, Sam. You get partial credit for answering it all. Even though your answers are definitely fake.
Yeah, what an asshole.
You should have copied it off the internet like everybody else.
Yeah.
Bad homework. Yeah, was there anything else that you wanted to say about 2 a.m. The Smiling Man?
No, it was really good, really. There was a lot of shots, a lot of camera work that was really good.
Yeah, the camera work was excellent. The lighting looked really good too. It's hard to film outdoors. Yeah,
definitely. The music matched up good with the tone.
Without overplaying it.
Specifically those 2 things to me. Like everything else was good or passable.
Yeah.
But those
the filmmaking
2 specific
was
things,
excellent. Yeah. And the landscape, which I reviewed previously, I felt like some of that was really good and some of it was less good. The filmmaking specifically, like some of it worked and some of it didn't. Even though that was made later than this one, I feel like a lot of that has to do with access to equipment. Maybe the equipment that he had for this was really, really good.
Yeah, or maybe it was just probably easier with the equipment that they had to shoot outside.
Yeah, very possibly.
That was indoors, right?
Yeah, it was
sometimes
indoors.
It's harder to get certain equipment. Light exactly.
Inside. And camera angles can be a challenge, too, when you're inside.
Well, if you don't have the space.
Yeah, if you can't knock out walls, then...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm sure they couldn't.
No. The location that it takes place is like super, super like way nice. Obviously, somebody let them film in their house kind of deal. Right. So it's like way too nice for the circumstances in the movie too. But that's a whole nother thing. But anyway, so that's our review of 2 a.m. The Smiling Man from 2013. I hope that's the right year. I think it's 2013. And that's our show today. So if you enjoyed this podcast, please rate, review, subscribe, or whatever it is on whatever site you found us. If you would like to help out the show, the best thing you can do is share it with someone that you love or someone that you think would enjoy a, podcast about weird horror shorts at this point.
Yeah, that's what the show is now.
Yeah, that's pretty much. It is. It's probably going to be...
We'll watch something longer sometime soon.
Yeah. I have Friday, Saturdays off now, so hopefully sometime soon I'll be able to watch one movie. One full-length movie. I've been wanting to watch The Ritual for a while, so hopefully that'll be in the next couple of days. Yeah, if you'd like to reach out to us on social media, you can do so on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, although I'm like so far behind on the Instagram pictures. It's weirdly time consuming doing those. You wouldn't imagine it, but it's true. And you can also email me at reclusehorror@gmail.com. If you would like to share this with someone, or if you don't like the platform on which you found us, we are available on YouTube, Player FM, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Podcast Addict and pretty much any podcatcher out there. Sam, what is your rating for 2 a.m. The Smiling Man?
I don't have one. I don't have a rating.
Sam's rating is a spoiler.
Spoiler.
Sam's rating was a spoiler and he can't use it. My rating is no, I don't have any sleep. That's my rating. My rating is I don't have any sleep. Daniel.
What?
What's your rating for
I told
this,
you I didn't have one.
for this sleep movie?
I don't have one.
I'm so sleepy though. I still have to put up this podcast. I'm gonna teach you to do it and I'm gonna make you do it. How do you think about what
That's
do you think
probably not gonna happen.
Oh, damn y'all. Okay. Well, I guess that's our show. I don't know why I just super got tired just now. Yeah, Samuel, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.